What is bioenergy? It's not solar, and it's not wind. Bioenergy derives energy from organic materials. This energy in the form of heat, electricity, or solid liquid or gaseous fuels. But the most important thing? Bioenergy is a sustainable alternative, both economically and environmentally, to our current energy sector paradigm.
The world is using the fossil fuels at a prodigious rate, so we have to transition to a renewable energy sector. And the hope is that we can do this fast enough, and we think the best way to do that is to do it with a technology that is cost competitive with fossil fuels.
Everywhere you go, where you see, really advanced, impressive implementation of renewable energy generally, bioenergy is always a piece of that puzzle.
Up until recently, we had all this biomass under our noses, but we weren't doing anything about it. In fact, we weren't even calling it biomass, we were calling it waste. We were even expending valuable energy to dispose of it when we should have been deriving energy from it.
At Metro Vancouver, when we go through this, we need to look at everything we do as a resource. We're looking at it over and over and over again. How can we extract the most amount of energy before we actually have just a product that there's nothing more that we can do with it? So, the sewer that's coming into the system, what's in it that we can use to produce energy?
So how do we get energy from waste? Well, there are now many ways to do so. Bioenergy projects are realized in 3 sectors: municipal, agricultural, and forestry. Let's see how these are implemented. EcoDairy, a small farm in Abbotsford, is using bioenergy tech to sustainably cut costs.
This one in particular takes manure from 50 cows, and that puts it into the digester, and it produces biogas. The biogas is then burned in a generator and produces electricity for a farm, but also enough to go out onto the grid as well.
This demonstration shows that a full model could power the entire farm. On a large dairy farm, the greenhouse gas reductions are equivalent to taking 300 cars off the road for a year. This is one of many ways to derive power from our garbage.
This facility turns organic waste, like the food scraps and the yard trimmings that you put out in your curb that used to go to the landfill. It comes to us now, and we turn it into clean energy and compost soil.
There are even applications to wood waste.
Forest residuals, for example, which would otherwise just lie on the ground and deteriorate or go to a landfill. We put it into our system, and our machine will turn that waste into electricity and into heat.
Waste wood can be transformed into high-energy pellets through intense heating and compression.
A lot of people think, you're going to burn wood to heat a town. That must be a whole lot of wood. Well, actually, the efficiency, the energy density of the pellets themselves, it's a really pretty amazing technological leap that's happened in bioenergy in the last decade or so.
Bioenergy is new technology, but already has strong, proven results.
First of all, the regional district in Nanaimo is the third largest regional district in the province of BC. So here we are, we're generating money for the private sector out of a public sector facility. I think that's kind of extraordinary.
This isn't the answer to every community's issues or opportunities or challenges, but I think it's one piece of it. And I think we should do what we can to help communities in BC realize some of their aspirations.
We need to do things to reduce our carbon emissions, and we can do it in a way that doesn't send the economy into a tailspin, which is what the people who don't want to do anything always say will happen. And this is an illustration of how that's not true.
To find out more, go to bcbioenergy.ca.